Hello, my name is John Ulzheimer, and I am a consumer credit expert. I spent time with both Equifax, the credit reporting agency, and FICO, the company that designs and develops the FICO credit scoring system. I have been an expert witness in consumer credit-related litigation over 400 times, and I've been in the credit industry in one form or another since 1991. In today's video, I'm going to shed some light on a nefarious and illegal practice called the credit sweep. What is the credit sweep? Well, there is no such thing as a credit sweep. It is a made-up term by unscrupulous credit repair organizations. It is a marketing term. It has no basis in reputable credit reporting nomenclature, but still it exists, and there is no shortage of blogs or videos that you can find online that suggest that the credit sweep is some legitimate and recognized process. So what is a credit sweep? Well, the credit sweep is essentially a practice whereby an unscrupulous credit repair organization will take advantage in one of the provisions, or take advantage of one of the provisions of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The Fair Credit Reporting Act essentially lays out the rules and the rights of consumers to have accurate information on their credit reports. And one of the provisions of the Fair Credit Reporting Act is actually Section 605B. That section, among other things, obligates the credit reporting agencies to block information from your credit report if that information has resulted from fraud or identity theft, and they must block this information within 4 business days of you, the consumer, verifying or confirming to them that the information on your credit report has been caused by fraud. And so what the unscrupulous credit repair organization does is they essentially get you to break the law in order to clean negative information off of your credit report. Keep in mind, this negative information is entirely accurate. The purpose of the sweep is to somehow sweep all the negative information off of your credit reports. That's essentially where that term comes from. So let me explain what you are asked to do, and I'm going to identify all the points in the process that are either considered to be illegal or otherwise unethical. Number one, you can't just tell a credit reporting agency that you've been the victim of fraud and expect them to remove information from your credit reports. That's not how it works. That isn't your right. Your right to have information blocked only comes after you have provided the credit reporting agencies with some information, and that information includes proof of your identity, of course, and also a copy of what's called an identity theft report. And an identity theft report is essentially a record of you reporting fraud to some sort of governing body like the police. In other words, if you go and file a police report somewhere suggesting that you've been the victim of identity theft, you can then provide that information to the credit reporting agencies and then execute your rights under Section 605B, where the credit reporting agency then blocks allegedly fraudulent information from your credit reports within 4 business days. The problem is that if you have not been the victim of identity theft and you go to the police and you tell them that you've been the victim of identity theft, then you've just filed a false police report, which is in fact illegal. So keep in mind that any videos you see online regarding credit sweeps, if the credit sweep that they are talking about includes you claiming falsely to the credit reporting agencies that you've been the victim of identity theft, and then therefore all of this negative information must be blocked, then you should run as quickly as you possibly can, because A, you're going to get charged for something, B, you're going to be asked to commit a crime, and C, it can certainly come back and haunt you. So I always tell people, if you're trying to correct information on your credit reports, then file disputes. That is certainly a right to do so. The credit reporting agencies have an obligation under federal law to perform an investigation, and if they find that the information is incorrect or is otherwise unverifiable, then they'll remove it or correct it. If you have in fact been the victim of fraud and you have information on your credit reports that is there because of the fraud, execute your rights under Section 605, go file a police report, submit the police report, and then the information will be blocked from your credit reports. That is the design. That's why that section was put in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, to help people who actually are a victim of fraud to have the fraudulent information permanently removed from their credit reports. It is being abused, obviously, by these unscrupulous credit repair organizations as a way to market their credit sweep service and have information that is valid removed under the false pretense of you being the victim of fraud. So if you have any questions, then go ahead and put them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them all. But if you see someone marketing credit sweep and they're going to charge you for the service and that involves you filing a false police report, don't do it.